Is there a gender bias when it comes to polygamous relationships? What y'all think?
What you mean by that?
Some people say that, a polygamous relationship only really benefits the man in those type of relationships. Women always say, well, what do women get out of being in a polygamous relationship? So they're a little biased.
Gender. Wait, what's the camera right here?
You just look at it.
Talk to us.
I think there definitely is a gender bias when it comes to polygamous relationships, and it does often seem to come off that it benefits the man over the woman when it comes to relationships, because when a woman wants to have a polygamous relationship, men be like, oh yeah, no, you anything a woman does sexually without one man would be considered a whore.
Yes.
Right? But if a man can have multiple women, he can have 4, 5, and 6 women, they will say he's the man.
He's a great man.
Then a lot of people like to go into the Bible and be like, oh yeah, in the Bible there was multiple wives, without knowing the real story. And then there was once a time in history where women also had multiple husbands, but we hate to talk about that.
What time was that?
I support it.
Whore time.
No, but it was also the similar time when, I'm not going to act like I know it all, but I do know that there was a time when there were multiple wives, right? And just like there were multiple wives when we were taken over and there was kings and queens, queens also had multiple husbands as well.
Amen.
So we have to talk about that. We have to do our research, and so we know our history. But I'm not going to act like I know it all, but I do know it is a part of our history.
Well,
and
I feel like I agree with you, and I also feel like it's biased because nowadays, well, even so in the past as well, like the reason why men oftentimes have more than one wives, in some cases, it could be religious reasonings. And so I feel like that's another reason why men
of course,
are also biased, and they feel like they're entitled because to this day, certain cultures, certain religions, they believe that having more wives signifies anything, whether it's wealth, whether it's status, X, Y, and Z. I'm not sure on all of them to be able to quote them, but when it comes to females, even if we, at a certain point in time in the past, whether we were queens and royalty and we had several husbands, like to this present time or even after that, it was never a thing. It was never validated for it to, be a continuous thing. Yeah.
So,
no,
let me ask you a
times do
question.
change, because even today, like, it's not even about religious views nowadays. It's just that people want to have multiple partners. The men, particularly, want to have multiple partners and feel justified. And they say things like that. It's in a man's nature. But that brings me to the point that women also have multiple husbands. But today, there's no religious views behind it. It's just that they feel like, we're not made to be monogamous as men.
The question I got for you is, what would be the benefits of these men in this polygamous relationship? What benefit would they be getting?
As a man,
as a man, that's the question for you to answer.
Yeah.
No. He's asking women. He's
I'm asking you because y'all pushing it. We're not pushing it.
You're asking me what's the benefit of you
pushing
having
it.
No.
I'm not pushing anything.
No.
I was asked the question.
I can answer
No,
that.
you getting ran by multiple men.
I'm not pushing anything.
That's what he's asking.
No, he didn't ask
that's
if
not
you
what he
getting
asked.
ran.
That's
He
what I'm
asked
asking.
We'll get there.
getting ran or being
what's
in a
What's
polygamous.
the benefit of you running through multiple women and then putting your partners at risk for disease? Because we're not talking about the olden days.
How we doing this way? Hold on.
We're not talking about the olden days. We're talking about today.
Right. So
we're talking about today.
If I'm in a polygamous relationship with these
on a
women,
regular basis, y'all cheat on a regular basis because y'all feel like it's in your nature, like y'all some animals.
Women cheat more than men.
Y'all people.
That is true. Women do cheat more than men, especially now.
We could get there. Let's talk about polygamy.
No, let's talk
stay on topic. Stay on topic.
how is disease being passed if these are all my women and we only having sex with each other?
Because
so how's disease being passed?
No one person knows who they're only.
So what you're saying is my woman is cheating and bringing back diseases,
no,
and then when I fucked up, now I'm passing
That's
disease.
exactly what she's saying.
Hold on, I'm a realist. I'm a realist. What I'm saying is, because even when you're in a monogamous relationship, right? You're putting trust in that person. And people do cheat, whether it is the man or the woman. They do cheat. So you never know when they leave you what they are doing.
So you're saying the risk is the woman cheating. That's what you're saying. Because if I got my woman, why am I cheating?
No. Listen to this point. No. I think you got to really understand what he's saying. If I have 4 women, 4 wives, it's me, 4. And we all just fucking each other.
What you mean we all just fuck each other? It's not we all fucking each other. It's you fucking 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I never said you can't fuck
as
her.
your wives. They not fucking each other.
No, but
Why
I'm
not?
fucking them 4, right?
But that's not always the case because the different wives also have different households. Sometimes the same household.
No,
but they don't sleep in the same bed.
Hold on. If I'm fucking 4 women, right? Fucking 4 women, and they're not doing anything outside of me, there's no risk.
But you would never know that for sure.
No, but
it's not.
Say no more. You
gotta listen to what you say.
I'm good.
No, it's safe for y'all to assume that. Because it's never a guarantee.
But you said the man.
Okay, so Harley is talking about polygamy in the right terms, which means
nowadays.
No, she's talking about it in the right term as far as real polygamy. Real polygamy, all the wives don't live together. You have to be able to support everyone individually, and
different
we all
households.
have our own households.
But what
nowadays, men don't have that. They want all their women to be in the same household
because they can't
same
afford
place
that.
Because they can't properly afford it. Men nowadays, the way that they take polygamy is, I just have a abundance of women in one place and we have fun. But real polygamy is not what they think it is. That's why I'm saying Harley is quoting actual real polygamy.
Okay, but she also said that the man is spreading diseases.
We're not gonna win this.
And I said the only way that diseases will be spread is if the women went to go cheat.
But I was also talking in regards to, I was bringing the two together in regards to like now, in regards to relationships. Naturally, even if you're in a monogamous relationship, you can't be sure what your partner is doing. So why, when you add multiple people into the equation, can you be sure?
But
we just gonna assume that if everyone
assume because my life is at risk, so there's nothing to assume. That's how I look at it.
That's how you're looking at it. But we're gonna assume if adults are coming together and saying we're gonna be in a polygamous relationship, it's just gonna be us.
But
yes, you never know. You never know what people are doing. Whether it's monogamous or not.
We're trying to be optimistic, not pessimistic, and think about the negative, the worst case scenarios.
That was the whole point of me bringing up the fact that when it comes to like cheating and bringing other people involved, you still trust your partner and put your life at risk, even if we are all godly women and not stepping out, right? Who's to say he won't step out and find another wife and that 5th wife?
Yeah, but you're thinking about the worst case scenario.
I'm thinking about realistically. You have to be a realist because nothing is ideal in life.
So you're trying to tell me that my women are okay with me having other women, and I'll mess that up to go cheat with another woman instead of just saying, listen, I'm trying to add another.
Wait, hold on. Let her talk. Let Ashley talk. Wait, hold on. Let go. I need to hear this. That. So what happened? You allowed your man to have around multiple women and
no, it wasn't multiple. Long story short.
Yeah, I like this.
Me and my guy, this was in the past.
Yes.
We were out. We met a friend of his.
Okay.
We hung out that night.
Like this.
We went our separate ways. Me and him came back home. She went her way. I guess they must have still been texting.
Okay.
So he hits me up. He's like, yo, I was in the living room. He was in the bedroom. He was like, yo, shorty says she wanted to hang out with us. Do you mind if she comes over?
Okay.
So I'm like,
I like this.
Fuck it. I don't care. She can come. It's cool. We was already out drinking, had a good time. Fine, come. She came back. Fast forward, it was a snowstorm, so she got stuck with us for 3 days.
I like this. I like this. I hope it was a blowstorm. Was there a blowstorm too? Was there a blowstorm too?
She got stuck with us for 3 days to the point where we literally had to go shovel the car out to get her out because it was just that bad. But we had a good time. So
good time.
By the end of the 3
time?
days, she was like, you know, I like y'all. Like, you know, I want to fuck with y'all. She wanted to be the unicorn. Yeah. So I was like, you know, I never really thought about being in a polygamous relationship, but I'm open-minded. So I'm like, whatever. When I got the little, we gonna die right now. That's fine. Fuck it.
Okay.
We gonna do it.
Facts, though.
So me and her were cool. We were hanging out. We went to the club a few times. We went out to eat. It was good. I had my little sister wife. It was I was enjoying it.
Right.
I'm not even gonna lie. It was lit because I felt like I had my friend. It'll be times we'll be in the crib. I'm cooking, she cooking, but she giving me a break. Like, you know, exactly.
By the way, that's another benefit, but continue.
It does work.
No, we were having a time.
I want to let her finish.
So then fast forward, he comes to me and he's like, yo, I don't want to do this no more. So I was like,
you want to do what?
You having a time, that's why.
Yeah, no, seriously. He was like, because I don't want to share you.
Wow.
Oh, you was fucking her without him?
So when we sat down and we had the conversation, she was like, you know, what are you comfortable with? And I was like, well, I feel like to get the full experience, you got to be open. So we're going to say we're going to do this. Y'all can do y'all, you know, however it's going to work because we're going to be open-minded. We're not going to be boring.
Okay.
Do you? So, however, he was getting jealous.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, you know, I never see you moan like that with me. Like, you know, so he wasn't vibing. He was catching.
You eating her pussy without me? Like, all right.
Yeah, he was being jealous. Like,
insecure.
I think, and just to go back to that, I think that's why there is a bias there because women are in general much more vicarious than men are. Like you see how you said, I got a sister wife. Ain't no nigga ever said I got a brother husband. Like that don't even like, you know what I mean? So you are much more open as a woman to being around another woman and being in her presence and enjoying her. And a guy ain't really. There are guys out there, but for the most part, a guy's not gonna want to be in a relationship with another his girl and another guy. It's just like, you know what I mean. Like,
but let me go back to
hold on.
How he messed it up. So when he said that he didn't want to do it anymore, I was like, okay, so who's gonna tell her? So he's like, oh, you tell her. And I was like, no, you brought her and you tell her. Like, I'm not going to do it. But as my man, I'm loyal to my man. So I blocked her on everything. I don't need to speak to her no more. He said no.
Okay.
He kept dealing with her.
Oh.
He kept dealing with her. Damn. So they had an event going on or whatever that they was planning that I knew already. So I knew the event was still going on. So I'm like, whatever. I'm like, oh, it's still business, whatever. I'm not an insecure person. So I'm not reading into them still communicating. So I go to the event. I'm watching. They never speak to each other. I said, oh yeah, something's going on. Because how y'all plan this event together and y'all don't speak. You know what I mean? So the next day I hit her up and I'm like, yo, what's going on with y'all?
Right.
She told me everything.
Oh my God.
She told me everything. So I'm like, you a big ass dummy. Who has permission to fuck somebody and then you cheat on me with the person? Who does that? And his friend, like, you wanted to have your cake and eat it too. You didn't want her to have me, but you still wanted to have both of us. And it was corny. So after that, I ducked him. Like, no.
So are you still open to that action now?
I mean, I ain't got no kids.
Gotcha.
I guess with the
I feel like if I had kids, then maybe my life would be a little different. But I enjoyed it. It was nothing that I considered ever before until I got to experience it. So it was like, you know, it'd be times you in a house bored.
Yeah.
Damn, my friends is busy. There's nothing to do. Let me hit her up. Like, come on, let's go. And we was going out. Like, we actually was going out.
Going out or going in?
We going out.
I like that.
We were going out. Like,
I think in general,
we went shopping together. Like, we were building a friendship.
Gotcha.
And then also, you know, having fun at night.
Yeah, you fumbled the bag, my boy.
But he was stupid. He messed that up. So, yes, men do get permission to do things and still mess it up.
But in general, I think, like, when you ask most men, you know, would they prefer to be with multiple women, they would say yes. I think when you ask women, like, do women really want to be with, like,
Actually,
yes?
wait, what's the question?
Do you want two niggas?
Huh? Oh, you still on the same shit?
No, you said the same thing. Do women do they truly desire being with two men at once or more than one man at once?
Me, no. I can't speak on another female. Me, no.
Well, let's get to the yes then.
Yeah.
Let's get to the yes then.
Everybody speak for themselves.
So you want the choo-choo?
I mean,
choo-choo.
No, don't say choo-choo because you don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yes, yeah.
It's not a choo-choo?
No, it's not.
I know you're going to scare her away.